Well, told you guys to get rid of your Amazon Alexas and your Echo Dots and whatever else you have in your house at the moment or at your desk at work, listening to every single word you say. And well, with even further reason, I am posting this video today, but we'll get to that in just a minute. The first thing I want to talk about today is an update to this mass UFO sighting that I reported on in yesterday's video, where multiple pilots over Ireland spotted multiple objects described as glowing, locked into position on the same trajectory with one another. One cited them as they flew up the left side of one of the airliners, and then banked heading north and started climbing upwards back into the sky. That sentiment was then echoed by other pilots via radio contact recordings between them and ground control. And so, if you haven't seen that video, you can check it out. There's a full recording as this incident is taking place and unfolding, and it's in my last video. But basically, where we are today, after them having spotted these strange mystery lights in the sky over Ireland, all of the airliners and the pilots who were involved and actually witnessed this thing, they don't know what it is. They are left with wondering. And we still have this final statement that there indeed is a confidential investigation taking place, courtesy of the Irish Aviation Authority, so only time will tell what comes out of it. Now, in my last video, there was a lot of comments from people saying, well, why didn't people record these things out of a plane? Why do we have no footage of these actual UFOs? If I were a pilot, I would have my camera out immediately, recording. And while, yeah, I think there's nothing out of that I wouldn't agree with, but if you guys remember, a year or two back, I posted a video about another pilot that had sent me for a period of time some of the greatest UFO footage I had ever seen that had been captured from a plane. Now, this man, who actually had his own YouTube channel, but who contacted Secure Team to get his footage out, he was the manager of a very popular private jet fleet in Texas. So we're talking people that rent out private jets to some of the biggest, most powerful people in the world. And so as he was flying around in these jets, they would often encounter these strange objects. And eventually they started their YouTube channel, started posting their videos on it, and likewise I began posting their videos on Secure Team and telling their story. They even sent me some pictures just to confirm that they were indeed the manager, and they sent me some different photos where, while they were working on some of the planes, they had printed out my logo and taped it to the side of the plane there. And this was a true, legit airline company man who was doing this, and his footage was amazing. So fast forward a couple of weeks later, I got an abrupt email from both he, the man, and his wife, who both worked for the private company, that indicated that they would no longer be able to do any work with Secure Team, that this would be their last email, period, with me, and that they were then closing the email down, and they were also closing their YouTube channel down at the request of their employer. Because of what they had done, because they had captured UFOs from the plane, put it online, and shared it, which obviously stirred up some things, obviously, like these things do. So the guy was basically told, no more videos, no more looking for UFOs, no more talking to YouTubers, none of it, if you want to keep your job. And sadly, that was the last email that I ever got from the guy. After the email, I checked, his YouTube channel was gone, just like he said it would be. And all I'm left with today are just a couple of the original emails that he and his wife had sent me back and forth with footage, and some pictures when they had posted my logo on one of their planes inside of this giant hangar where they were working on the jets. And that's all I have left. I've never been able to contact them since. It's been 2 years now. And this just goes to show, when they hear or see stuff like this in the air, they are told, do not start recording. Do not be some cowboy or a hero and try to get footage. Your job is to keep your mouth shut and to tell no one what you see. So I just want you guys all to know, all right, not everything is as easy as it sounds. Picking up a camera and hitting record is one thing, but it's then job losses and everything that comes with trying to get one little piece of footage out to the public, and it's very, very hard. So, as I said, I'll check back more about this new story over Ireland, and I want to show you guys a new clip today that may very well have something to do with what was just sighted over Ireland. So I was sent in this piece of video of what was described as a dark, circular or disc-shaped UFO sitting silently in the clouds for a period of time, and it was just eerie to the viewer. This is right in the area where these planes were flying over, seeing strange things. So give a look at this video that was sent over. It was already pre-edited out by the other channel, so I'm just going to show you the video they sent me, and we'll talk more in just a second.
Hole in the clouds over there.
Hi everyone, this video gets a bit crazy at the end.
Hard to see,
Just
as usual.
the cuts. I couldn't see the screen again, it was too bright. I have to get a hood or something. You see it moving past there at the end.
Clouds over there.
This is just a Walking Dead filter, and
Hard to see.
the color, or sorry, the brightness is turned down.
Hard to see.
And then I'm slowing down here. This is where it starts getting a bit crazy. It's like we're being invaded. And this is the last shot, just up in the top right hand corner. And up in this top left, this thing again. What the hell is that? Top left. And then the
Okay, so, pretty eerie footage, again taken in the skies around the same area where this mass UFO sighting occurred, much higher up in the skies, but still above this area in Ireland. It appears we have a circular or disc-shaped object here sitting in the clouds. At other times, there appears to be other objects. But nonetheless, really interesting footage. Does it have something to do with what was witnessed just a couple of days before? Well, time will tell with that. So we're going to keep our cameras ready over Ireland, see what more we can find, and I'll definitely be posting updates. So big thanks to the viewer who posted this strange footage up. And so lastly today, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I'll say it again, what I've said before, which is that if you have or you own an Amazon Echo or Alexa, the little boxes that sit there and record everything and talk back to you and you can ask it questions, get rid of it. Because as I displayed in a previous video, you can find lists online of some of the just downright creepy and strange things that have been heard coming out of these little black boxes, from the random talking and the random laughing to them suddenly reciting directions to local funeral homes and cemeteries. The fact that they record everything you say, even when you're having an argument, where at one point someone had posted how they were having an argument and the Alexa actually interrupted them and asked them if they could change the subject. That's just one of the things, and most people believe that, well, Alexa can only record when you give her permission to record, which is technically right. You do have to say, Alexa, record this, that, whatever, but what most people don't know is that you only need to say that once, and afterwards, Alexa will continue and continue recording everything you say, everything you do. And it's gotten to the point now where Amazon, or more to the point, Alexa, is now going to be basically used as a witness during a court case where a judge has ordered its recordings to be produced, I'm guessing, to aid in the prosecution of the state's case. So this is just yet another indicator for all of you guys thinking of getting one of these things, that these things record everything. It's bad enough with the phones and the laptop cameras that are always on. They can tap into that anytime you want. Do you really want to have a black box sitting there that's basically a bug? And we're doing the work for them. Back in the day, the powers that be and the people in the shadows, they used to have to come into your house when you weren't home, wire a bug behind a mirror or a house plant and hope that they could get some recordings on you. Now you're doing all the work for them. We're bringing it into our homes. We're allowing these things to listen to us 24 hours a day, know everything about our life, everything uploaded into the cloud and accessible by anyone in the government forever. So now they are going to be used in court cases like real witnesses. And I think this just goes to show how crazy this has gotten. We need to stop this intrusion into our lives and our homes by technology. It's done far more harm than good. So tell me your opinions about that down below. We're going to continue following this UFO sighting over Ireland. You guys be sure to subscribe and share. I really appreciate it. Stop by our online shirt shop. Check out our merch, as I know it is getting cold out there. And like many of the others, if you do, send in a pic and I'll be happy to post it on the channel to give my thanks. So with that, you guys have a great night or morning, and I will see you all back in just a bit.